Hello guys, this is the J, and today we are going to do an FTL Let's Play, so let's get started. If you don't know what FTL is, it is a kinda 2D shape spaceship battle while you're trying to invade the rebel scum. You get to name your ship, your units, and you get to pick between a different variety of ships. Right now I only have two, and so far I actually like the NG ship more than the rest of them, so let's start with the NG ship. I'm going to play on easy so I can show the beginners how to play, and then later on I'll try normal. I really haven't done much of normal, but I think it'll be interesting. Standard scrap rewards and enemies, your score gets a 25% bonus. Oh, that's nice. Well, anyway, so let's rename the ship. We are going to call it the Voyage. V-O-Y-A-G. Alright, that sounds good. Voyage. I'm going to rename one of them J. Oh, okay. I'm going to name one of one of my friends Frost Wars. And I'm going to name the human Fanboy. I don't expect to have any, but yeah, there we go. Alright, we get an ion blaster. I'll explain what that is in a second. And drones, which drones are little, well, they're drones, but they're little machines that you have to help you out. The NG ship is really good with drones, so that's why I like them. Let's get started. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Okay, I don't need tips really, but yeah, you can read that if you want. So, we started out in the middle of space. I'm going to turn on my ion blaster. Okay, so the basic gist of this is that you have an invade percentage so that you can dodge incoming fire. You don't get to see the dodging, it just passes by. Your oxygen that is used by this system, it makes everybody not suffocate. Let's see. The guns down here, the drones down here, and we got each one of these, what are they called? The systems. We got the shields, which is this blue bubble around. It stops enemy fire from going through. Certain things like missiles can go through. But anyway, the engines, which is used, if the engines are out, we can't jump. If this is out, I believe we also can't jump. The O2, which I explained. We have the Medibay. It's not as important on the NG ship, but what the Medibay is, when you're inside of it, it heals you. But I got this thing, it's called an augment. Where is that? Yeah. Yeah, it floods with NG nano medibots healing the crew even when they're outside of the Medibay. Yeah, so that's really good. The gun's power. We got 3 points into it. If I had another Ion Blast 2 right here, then I would need 6 of these, and I would need, let's see, I would need one more here to fill that up. What this is what's the word? Power bars, yeah. These are power bars, and when you get like rid of the system, it fills up more of the power bar. So anyway, I think I'm going to fully power up the engines. Actually, that's a bad idea. Yeah, okay, because I wanted to put it in the drone. We got the subsystems, the piloting, which whoever pilots, it's not going to be that guy, will get experience for piloting, and what it does is gives you more evasion. I think I'm going to let the fanboy actually drive. just because these guys are a bit better. Oh yeah, these are races, by the way. That's the human, and this guy is... I forgot what they're called. They are called... Oh yeah, they're the Engie. And over here, if you look on the right, it says repair speed is double. So that's really great, and that's why they're not driving. So I'm going to put Frost Wars on the... I'll put him on the... No, I'll put him on the engines. And I'll put me on the guns. There we go. As you saw probably on this, you can have, these are my crew, and you can have 5 more. So that would be great if I can get more crew members. This is how you upgrade each system, and I forgot to finish this. The other subsystem is the sensors. It allows you to see inside your ship. If the sensors are out, all the rooms will turn black other than the rooms that you're in. So if there's a fire in a room you can't see, then, yeah. And then the doors. It allows for remote opening. Like right here, I can click on this door and open it and shut it. I can also hit this to open up all the doors other than the ones that go out into space, and this to shut all of them. I'll show you a strategy with that in a minute. If I hit space, I pause it, and space also unpauses it. Anything else? Equipment, you can have up to 3 guns at once, 3 drones at once, and you can have 4 cargo. You can have up to 3 augments, and I think that's about it. It looks, there's the shields bar, and the hull damage, I forgot about that. Hull damage is basically your health. If it goes all the way down, your ship blows up, and it's game over. This is the amount of fuel. Every jump that you do takes 1 fuel. These are your missiles. Certain guns use missiles, and let's see, this is your drone parts. Every time I turn on a drone, it uses a certain amount of drone parts. I'm pretty sure most of them use 1, but my friend told me that there's ones that use 2, but I'm not so sure about that. This is my scrap. It's basically the money of the game, and now that I've gone over the basics of it, let's look at the world. Okay, so each one of these areas is a place that you can jump to. That'll be something there. This is the exit. We need to go here at the very end of it before the rebels catch up to us. That's a nebula. Nebulas disrupt your sensors, so they're kind of bad. And this is the distress signal, which means I might get something good. So I'm going to go there. There is a jump. You arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship. It seems this distress beacon was a trap. I'm going to pause and turn on my anti-ship. What the anti-ship will do is begin firing at this guy. They're going to be thinking, well, what about his shields? The Ion Blast is a special gun. It actually disables shields and whatever it hits. So if it hits the gun, it'll disable their gun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to auto-fire, pick the Ion Blast, and I'm going to aim at their... let's aim at their shields. The reason is because this guy will just go ruthless on their hull and probably kill them before they do anything special to me. So the gun is going to charge up, and I'm going to fire. I took out their shields. Hopefully this guy shoots them down. And there we go. Their engines are down. Oh, they did seriously damage to my... Oh, my O2. Oh, dang. I'm only going to combat pause if I absolutely need to. You are considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. We surrender. Accept our offer. Basically, I'll get 2 fuel, a drone part, and 13 scrap. If I destroy their ship, I'll get more scrap, so that's what I'm going to do. Now let's watch them die. One more shot and they're dead. And there they go. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. I didn't get much more than I thought I would. It looks about the same. Whatever. Most of the time you do get a little bit more scrap. I'm going to pause and think if I want to do anything. I'm actually going to look at the ship. One of the things I like grabbing is more powerful doors, which I'm going to do right now. The reason is that you get blast doors, and it's really hard to destroy them. And if there's a guy trying to bust down the door, it takes a bit longer, and it's really good for invading enemies. I'll show you why when I finally get one. If I get an invading enemy, I'm always going to pause. So sorry about that. Anyway, let's jump. Okay, I'm at the distress beacon, whatever. I think I'm going to go up because I don't want to go into the nebula. You discover a nearby planet, speckled with settlements, although none respond to your hails. That was worthless. I'm going to go up here. Oh, really quick, I'm going to explain this. I'm near a star, that's what that means, and what a star does is it, pretty much damages my ship every a certain amount of time, which is bad, and causes fires. And we got an automated rebel ship. Oh, let me read this. You arrive at the beacon to find yourself dangerously close to a star. An automated rebel ship, impervious to the heat, moves in to engage. Since there's no one inside of the ship, they're not going to be worried about the star, and it's going to be stupid. It doesn't have shields, so I'm going to use the ion blast on their guns so they don't destroy me. This is what it looks like when it's charging. Come on, hit before they shoot. Oh, I missed. Oh, wait. No one missed. The auto system missed. It wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. And there it goes. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap metal. I got 22, 1 fuel, and 1 drone part, which is good. I'm gonna let this charge and hope I don't get destroyed by the sun. Just my headset. Especially since I have no shields. Actually, it'd be good to put this guy in here, but whatever. Get in here. We don't want our thing to go down. Okay. Here's an example of a fire. You're thinking, oh gosh, a fire. What are we going to do? Well, there's 2 things I could do. I could get my guy to go put out the fire with whatever he uses to put it out with and risk damaging him. Or I could do my favorite thing and I can open up all of the doors. Like, yeah, I'm going to open that door, that door, that door, that door, and that door. Okay, and what this is going to do is it's going to get rid of oxygen inside of these rooms and kill the fire. I'm going to jump while I do that. I guess I'm going to go to the nebula. I don't like that idea, especially with the fire.